Hey guys, Justin here with JHart Modelworks, and it is shamefully past due for a shop card shout out. I've got about 4 of these here. I've had them for quite a while. I'm sorry to the gentleman that it's taken me this long to get these done. Just with everything going on with work and everything, just been super busy and having a hard time finding a quiet time in the house where I could actually get this recorded. You know, the wife likes to watch TV, and you know, if she's watching something that's copyrighted, it can cause problems with the YouTubes, and we don't want to upset the YouTube gods. So we're going to go ahead and get these knocked out. We're also going to do a real quick update on the Pantera. Oh, the Pantera. And we're going to go ahead and start with that real quick. So the Pantera, all the parts are painted with the exception of the body. The body was painted. The body was beautiful, right up to the point that I sprayed the 2K clear, and the first coat went down way too thick. And then the second coat went down, and I should have stopped at the second coat. There was a lot of dust in it, a lot of dust. And so I thought I would give it a third coat just to make sure everything was as smooth as I could get it, so that I would have plenty of room for sanding and polishing to try and polish it back down. And that was just an absolute mistake. I really should have stopped at 2, and yeah. So it has been stripped, about 3 days stripping that body, getting as clean as I could possibly get it, resanding it, repriming it, redoing all the panel lines, because, you know, got to get all the paint and gunk out of the panel lines. Apparently when I scribed the back, because there's a little piece that runs across the back, and that snapped off. We have, however, done some modifications and we've replaced it, and that looks pretty freaking seamless, because we're talking about that section right there. And it kind of broke off in the middle, but I cut it back here and added to it. So mine's going to be a little thicker, but there's actually some bodies that look like this. So, and like I said, it is really smooth. You cannot tell that it's been patched at all. So we got her back in primer. 3 coats of Mr. Surfacer 1000. Just chasing down all the scratches and the dirt specks, and just getting absolutely everything as clean and as smooth as possible, followed by another 2 to 3 coats of Mr. Surfacer 1500 black. So I do like a gray on the 1000, and I do black for my final. About to get ready. You just saw her, I've got her all masked off. About to get her into some color again, and we will go from there. Honestly, I've got more 3D printed parts than I actually have parts on the model, including these absolutely gorgeous, there's the camera, absolutely gorgeous Di Tommaso GR4s that were 3D modeled for me by Miguel over at Hobbyworks. You may know him from his YouTube channel, which is devilDog.games. He's on Brian's live stream all the time. I hit him up because the original wheels that I have, you know, those wheels were solid all the way through. So I kind of wanted them opened up so I could put some brakes behind them. And I was trying to clean them out. I was doing kind of okay, but they weren't looking pretty. And I reached out to Miguel with some pictures, and I was like, "Hey, dude, can you hook me up with these? I mean, you know, what would it cost to get some wheels designed?" He gave me a very reasonable price and said it was going to take him probably 6 to 7 hours, and he would do it that weekend. And instead, an hour later, I got a screenshot and a copy of the wheels. And then he's like, "Anything else?" I'm like, "Well, the rears are deeper than the fronts, So, and he's like, I'm on it. And he just knocked them out. Absolutely fantastic. They look exactly like the wheels from the manufacturer. They look pretty similar to the kit wheels, to be honest with you. And they're just absolutely stunning. I went ahead and 3D printed up some tires to go with them. Absolutely fabulous work. Miguel is awesome. Check him out at Hobbyworks. Tons and tons of 3D printed stuff. Like I said, I actually looked and there's more 3D printed parts than there are parts. Part of that's because each wheel has a wheel, a tire, a brake rotor, and a caliper. So that's like 16 parts right there. But still, there's tons of 3D printed stuff because there's really not much to the kit. All right, so that's where we're at with the Pantera. I don't know how much more we're going to get done with her this week. I'm trying to get her into color, but I don't think I'm going to get clear on her. For one, I've got to wait for some clear to come in. And two, I need to get ready for Showdown. This weekend, March 25th, is the Showdown Model Contest. It is hosted by the Metroplex Car Modelers Association. Yes, that is correct. It's going to be in the Star Center in Farmers Branch. So I'll put a link to that as well down there. I'm trying to remember to put links to all this stuff. But it's going to be fun. Honestly, this may be the only show I get to go to. With everything going on with the house, you know, we're looking at possible foundation repair and some other, you know, just general crap. This literally could be the only show I get to go to this year. So, moving on to the shop cards. First shop card. We have Dan from 60s Rules. Absolutely freaking awesome shop card. Super freaking cool. Dan does a little bit of everything. He does like cars and planes and, you know, tanks, boats. I mean, he models everything. The dude is a fantastic, fantastic modeler. Just hosted the Psychedelic 60s group build. That looked like a fun build. I don't do a lot of group builds. I mean, I've done one. I've done Charlie Mack's like Pearl Harbor build. I just usually when a group build starts, I've already got something on the bench. And I can't like split myself up between projects like that. My ADHD won't let me finish them. It'll go horribly wrong. He's got a 51 Henry J. You absolutely got to check out. Paint on it is spectacular. Dude does fantastic paint. Just absolutely awesome paint jobs. So go ahead and check Dan out. The next card on the list is Marcello over at Mars Garage. Another amazing builder, a new channel too, a very new channel, impeccable handwriting. So thank you for the kind words on the back, Marcello. My handwriting is nowhere near that nice. He does do mostly cars, but he does some beautiful patina work. And like, it does not look like he's doing patina work just because he botched up the paint job. It looks like this guy has intended to do some just amazing, amazing weathering, beautiful patina work, rust, and it just looks natural. It's absolutely gorgeous. He is currently doing yeah, I know, I've got notes. There's so many of these guys. I'm sorry, I got notes. He's doing a 29 Model A Roadster for the Scale Builds of Gentlemen build. That's looking like that's going to be an awesome build. Go check him out. All these guys, their links are going to be down below, or they will be up. I believe they're going to be up in that corner. Fantastic guys. Check these guys out. Marcello, thank you very much. Awesome card. Awesome channel. Our next card on our stack, what I'm calling the pile of shame, because I really should have gotten these done sooner than this. We have Adam over at SoDak Model Cars. Another one of all these guys are amazing builders, but another one of these guys that does just some fantastic paint. Looks like his channel is about 6 months old. It's another newer channel. He does magazine reviews. He goes through the magazines for stuff like the Fine Scale Modeler and whatnot. Just awesome, like old school magazines. Just some absolutely cool stuff you don't see on anybody else's channel. He did do a beautiful Plymouth Roadrunner for the USAC group build, which, I mean, it was just fantastic, absolutely gorgeous. He's got a Cadillac that he did for the small scale build. Again, another beautiful build. Awesome paint work. So go ahead and check him out. He does some lowrider paint that's just fantastic with all the little lines and the just beautiful paint work. Beautiful, beautiful paint work. So go ahead and give Adam a check out as well. Our last shop card is coming to us from Munchkin Model Man 72. Another Dan. Awesome card, Dan. This is fantastic. Another one of those guys that does absolutely everything. It's like motorcycles, cars, tanks, sci-fi, Gundams, you name it. This guy's got it on his channel. And everything looks fantastic. Everything is really nicely built. The USAC build, he did a GTX, and he did it in a beautiful blue. It's just an absolutely gorgeous color. Great looking build. So go ahead and give him a check out as well. Munchkin Modeling Man 72. And we're going to do another channel shout out. I think I'm supposed to have a shop card for him, but I don't think I've gotten it in yet. But sometimes my brain goes kind of funky and I lose things. So just in case, everybody calls him the Fat Man from Alabama. It is Don from Don's Garage. I'm going to go ahead and put him down in that channel list below as well. Give him a check out. That dude is an amazing model builder. All these guys are fantastic. So that is going to wrap it up for this batch of shop cards. I appreciate every single one of them, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words on the back. And thank you for being freaking awesome dudes. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to work trying to get some color onto this Pantera again. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.